Let's cut to the point. Relationships can be beautiful, and sometimes they hide harm. We buy the fairy tale, sunsets, roses, perfect timing. But sometimes what looks like love is manipulation. It starts small. Whispering, small controlling gestures. A creeping poison that slowly erodes confidence. You don't notice until you're hollowed out. Manipulation is strategic. The rules shift to keep you off balance. You play by one set of rules while the other side plays a different game. This isn't about gender wars, it's about spotting destructive behavior. This pattern leaves people drained and isolated. Many men are socialized to protect, provide, and fix, which can make manipulation hard to spot. This is more than arguments. It's a systematic pattern designed to control. You can be knocked out emotionally before you realize what's happening. Phone checks, accusation, shifting expectations. A toolkit of control. When the game is rigged, trying harder won't fix it. This video is a field guide, a bullshit detector for manipulative dynamics. We'll cover signs, psychology, and what you can do to protect your sanity. Recognizing manipulation is not weakness, it's reclaiming power. Not everyone of any gender is manipulative. This is about behaviors, not broad stereotypes. But neither should we pretend these dynamics don't exist. Stay awake, take notes, and use this guide to protect yourself. Next, the emotional roller coaster. Why intermittent affection hooks people and the science behind it. Picture this. You come home after a long day feeling fine. She's sitting on the couch, stone-faced. You ask what's wrong. A single word, nothing. But the tension is thick. You spend hours guessing. Anniversary, a comment, a missed text. You replay tiny moments, apologizing for things you didn't do. Suddenly the night becomes a mission to win her back. This is intermittent reinforcement. The same mechanism that fuels gambling. Sometimes you get affection, a reward. Other times, nothing. The unpredictability keeps you hooked. A smile, sex, calm. Each reward trains you to try harder. That unpredictability hands enormous power to the person controlling the rewards. You start tying your well-being to her mood, a dangerous pattern. Research on emotional abuse lists instability and intermittent reward as core control tactics. 1 minute affection, the next cold. This emotional whiplash keeps you desperate for approval. You lose sight of your needs and obsess over their mood. Then you isolate. Cancel plans, avoid friends to prevent eruptions. This is how manipulators shrink your world. Shame and embarrassment keep you silent. Psychologically, it creates hypervigilance, your nervous system on constant alert. Stress floods cortisol, impacting sleep, health, focus, and relationships. Silence is the manipulator's best friend. Shame keeps men from speaking out. You might think no one will believe you. That feeling is common, but wrong. So we say this clearly, recognizing manipulation is strength, learn the signs, reclaim your life. Gaslighting. Turning your reality into something you doubt. You bring up a hurtful moment. You expect a conversation. Instead, you're dismissed as too sensitive or unstable. You find texts or evidence. When you confront it, you get mental gymnastics, not accountability. That never happened. You're remembering it wrong. These are classic moves. If you press, the line becomes, you're being dramatic. Or worse, you need help. The term comes from the 1938 play Gaslight. Its modern meaning, manipulating someone until they doubt their sanity. This is slow erosion. Little by little, your confidence cracks. You'll second guess, did it happen? Am I overreacting? It's not a misunderstanding, it's deliberate, to destabilize you and avoid accountability. The psychological toll is severe. Anxiety, sleeplessness, self-doubt. Psychologists emphasize that validation of experience is essential to mental health. Say you find infidelity evidence. When you confront, you're accused of snooping or paranoia. The manipulator reframes the story so you look like the problem. You can be left holding proof and still be accused of inventing it. After repeated denials, your brain experiences cognitive dissonance, the pressure to accept the alternate reality. You may start believing their version. That's the goal. The aim, overwrite your reality with theirs. If this sounds familiar, document events and seek a trusted third party. Therapy and external validation help rebuild your sense of reality. Up next, how intimacy and affection can be turned into a weapon, and how to spot it. Intimacy should connect, but some people weaponize it. When you comply, affection flows. When you don't, it evaporates. This operates like behavioral conditioning. Do what they want. You get affection, sex, praise. Disagree or set boundaries. And suddenly the bedroom is an Arctic wasteland. Intermittent rewards reinforce compliance, like an experiment. Over time, your brain links compliance to affection. You learn to avoid conflict to keep intimacy. You might avoid honest conversations to protect the reward stream. That silence costs you, your opinions, your needs, your dignity. This is basic behavioral conditioning. Action. Reward. Repetition. The reward is powerful. It keeps you coming back despite the cost. Resentment grows and you feel used. Withdrawal can last days or weeks, not mere moods. You learn to chase the carrot and fear losing it. Intimacy becomes transactional. Obedience for reward. You crave connection yet feel used. A painful paradox. This erodes self-esteem and triggers primal fear of rejection. The long-term result, confusion, anger, and powerlessness. If sex and affection are only given on someone else's terms, that's a red flag. You deserve mutual intimacy, not a reward system. Next, the specific warning signs you can't afford to ignore. How do you spot manipulation before it digs in? Manipulators use a predictable toolkit. Learn it and avoid the trap. Once you know the signs, they become obvious. Red flag 1, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. You censor words and hide your true feelings to avoid triggers. Changing who you are to keep the peace is not healthy. Red flag 2, isolation. If your social life shrinks, take notice. They create friction with friends and family until you retreat. If friends notice you're different, ask why. Don't explain away the change. Red flag 3, nothing is ever their fault. Your friends are immature. Your family is toxic. You made me do this. Classic deflections. You become the scapegoat, carrying the emotional load. Red flag 4, words don't match actions. Watch for small lies and pattern mismatches. Saying I support you but making fights when you work late, that's a red flag. They say what you want to hear to keep you hooked. Actions reveal the agenda. Trust your gut. If the math doesn't add up, question it. If something feels off, you're probably being shown a facade. Eggshells, isolation, blame, inconsistency. These 4 are immediate red flags. You can spot them. Next, we build boundaries to push back. Boundaries are not ultimatums. They are your plan to protect your well-being. We'll show how. You've identified the patterns. Now build and enforce boundaries. Hope is not a strategy. Be specific. Write down the exact behavior you will not accept. A good boundary is framed as your action, not a demand. Say, if you yell, I will leave the room, instead of you must stop yelling. Then enforce it. Walk away. Consequences must follow words. A boundary without follow-through is a suggestion. Manipulators will test it. Expect escalation, tears, anger, accusations. This is a common test. Stand firm consistently. Each enforcement teaches a new norm. Prepare short, unemotional scripts. I won't continue if you yell. I will not take responsibility for your mood. Put consequences in action. Physically leave, go to a coffee shop, call a friend. It will feel foreign and uncomfortable at first. That's normal. Consistency is your weapon. Practice it daily. You were conditioned to placate. Rewiring takes time. Every enforced boundary is a small win for your self-respect. If yelling starts, say you will leave and then leave. Even if she follows and escalates, it will be tested. Hold your ground every single time. With consistency, interactions calm and respect grows. Boundaries are for survival. Keep doing the work. Your sanity depends on it. Boundaries are defense. Radical honesty is the offense. Manipulators thrive on ambiguity. Truth cuts through the fog. Stop guessing what someone wants. Name behaviors as they occur. Don't apologize for things you didn't do. State your perspective calmly. From my perspective, this happened. I see you're using silence. That's manipulation. When you're ready to talk calmly, I'm here. You're not pleading, you're stating fact. That changes the dynamic. If told, that never happened, don't argue. Say calmly, my memory is different. Name the behavior without emotion. This is manipulation. I won't engage with it. Let the statement sit. You're not trying to convince them, just stating your reality. Silent treatment after you saw friends. Say, this looks like manipulation. I'm not engaging with the silent treatment. Then wait, ground yourself. Your calm removes their leverage. When you stop reacting, manipulation loses power. Use short declarative sentences, no long explanations. Become an observer, detach from the goal of making them agree. Your goal shifts from pleasing them to protecting your sanity. Radical honesty feels powerful. When you stop playing, the game ends. Your calm is your superpower. Leaving a toxic relationship is emerging from a bunker. The light is intense and disorienting. Whether you ended it or it ended, recovery takes work. Expect emotional shrapnel, confusion, shame, mistrust of your judgment. First, forgive yourself. You were manipulated, not gullible. Smart, successful people fall into these traps. It happens. Reconnect with hobbies, friends, and routines that defined you. Go to the gym. Focus on career. Rebuild discipline and identity. Talk to a therapist. They help you unpack the manipulation and give tools to rebuild. Reach out to trusted friends. Isolation lets shame fester. Put yourself back at the center of your life. Hobbies, friends, routines. It can feel selfish, but it's necessary for recovery. Celebrate small wins. Each choice to reclaim yourself matters. Healing is not linear. Expect ups and downs. There will be good days and bad days. Both are normal. Therapy gives tools to avoid repeating patterns, set boundaries, block contacts if needed, and protect your space. You survived. Use the lessons to build a stronger, wiser self. Recovery is your victory. Ready to date again? Do it with new criteria. Keep journaling, therapy, and fitness. Be the person you want to attract. Trust is scary. Start slowly. Choose character and shared values over chaotic chemistry. Initial intensity that's volatile is often a red flag. Look for steady kindness. Simple criteria: kindness, consistency, accountability, respect for boundaries. Watch how she handles conflict. Does she seek understanding or just win? Notice how she talks about exes and friends. Constant blame is a red flag. Does she respect your no? That's critical. Keep improving yourself. Confidence deters manipulators. Keep hobbies and friendships. Separateness is a strength, not a threat. Look for partnership, not power. Someone who amplifies you. If they consistently disrespect boundaries or deflect blame, leave early. When you're whole alone, you choose with clarity rather than cling out of fear. Choose respect, partnership, and peace over drama. Your scars are not a life sentence, they're a lesson. Use them to never settle for less than respect.